Hi, Dr. Henning. My name is Charlie Aggi, and I'm talking about Chapter 12 from the Inclusion Strategies for Secondary Classrooms textbook. The chapter is titled Improving the Quality of Expository Writing. So, the first part I want to talk about is teaching summarizing. So, this is important because many students, uh, when trying to comprehend the entirety of a text, can have difficulty because they can get hung up on a single sentence or two, or even a single word. And summarizing is a great way for teachers to deal with this. Um, and especially since many texts can contain a lot of non essential extra information that expands on the idea but can cause confusion and divert the attention of the text meaning. And these problems can be especially difficult with students with certain learning difficult learning disabilities. Uh, so now that we know the benefits of summarizing the texts, let's talk about how to teach students these skills. The first, and sorry, excuse me, this can be broken down into four main rules. And the first is to delete any unnecessary information. The second is to combine similar ideas. The third is to condense the main ideas. And the fourth is to combine the major themes or ideas into a shorter, more concise statements. And then this image just shows all the unnecessary words that were in this sentence that are they're more information, but they can, I suppose, be distracting. So in order to summarize text, students must also learn how to break down the structure of a text. This can be difficult for students with exceptional learning needs, but it also has many benefits. Um, and these benefits include better reading comprehension and better note-taking skills. The benefits can also be extended to giving the students a sense of confidence that they can complete the assignment, which makes them even more likely to complete the assignment. The pattern that 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 they can learn to see from learning, these writing structures leads to less confusion, and then less frustration, more confidence, same kind of thing we talked about. Um, the next idea is the use of writing frames, and these are a form of scaffolding that the students can rely on to help write. Uh, it gives the students something to base their sentences on, and something to formulate their ideas with instead of just writing from scratch. I think a great way to describe this would be, like, so the teacher provides part of the sentence. This is one way of doing it. The teacher would provide one way of part of the sentence, and the student will fill in the rest. So, for example, the teacher could say, "What I learned in school today is blank," and then the student can fill it in by saying expository writing strategies. So the whole sentence would be, "What I learned today in school is expository writing strategies." Um, and what I learned in some other classes is that scaffolding really is essential to learning, because basically there is a sweet spot between where students learn, where students learn most efficiently, and that's between too easy and too hard. Because if it's too easy, they'll get bored, and if it's too difficult, they'll lose motivation and give up. So scaffolding allows them to tackle difficult tasks, kind of like training wheels on a bike, and then once they have developed the skills to do it on their own, they can, you know, remove the training wheels or scaffolding and be able to do it themselves. Um, And this is a different form of writing frame that I pictured here. Basically, the students use this word bank to make the paragraph, and the word bank is, the basis of the paragraph. Okay, and then another thing teachers can do to help students is create rubrics. Um, these rubrics are great because they explain exactly what's required of the student, and how many points they receive for how well they complete each portion. For additionally, these rubrics give a clear way for teachers to provide feedback, um, and the students are more motivated when they have a rubric because they don't feel the same angst of not knowing what they're supposed to be doing, and so meaning they know they're on track with their assignment. And uh, another section that I want to talk about is data retrieval charts, and these are a great tool for helping EDL students, uh, you know, combine data from multiple sources into a single writing. And then this begins when a teacher provides a bunch of sentences, and then the students can look for sources that they believe can find the answers to those sentences, and then from there, the students can use those resources to find the answer to the original questions. And the last thing I want to talk about that was talked about in this chapter is graphic organizers. These are a great way uh, for students to understand main ideas and relationships between ideas, patterns, comparisons, orders, if I didn't already say that. And this is also a form of scaffolding because it lays out the data in a way that's really easy to understand and interpret, which is really helpful with persuasive writing that text said U.S. schools were struggling with for a long time. Uh, Thank you, Dr. Henning.